everyone surviving so far. No, they are not. Getting hit.
Look at goes forward. What a move! That's some late braking, and that's what you want to see. Monster pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Test, there we go. Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. And today we're going to be doing some LFM. I am now back from my small holiday. I will be going away for a few more days at the end of this week, and then that will be me back for good. So we'll be streaming for the next, we'll be streaming tonight, tomorrow night and Wednesday night, and then Monday next week. So a few days I won't be able to stream. But yeah, LFM is back. I think this was week 2. So I think week 1 started last week, so I must have missed that. So we're on week 2 at Kailami, as you can see. One of my favourite tracks in the game. In the Porsche as well, it's really nice. So I've not actually driven the Porsche, the new Porsche at Kailami yet. So I just downloaded the setup off of Popometer to try, and I've done 3 laps, I think, 3 or 4 laps, just to get a feel for the car. So we're going to go out, we've got 10 minutes or so, we'll go out, get a feel for the car, and see what kind of lap times we're doing. Like I say, I haven't been on for 5 days, so get settled into the car and see what kind of lap times you can do. And then usual sprint format we'll be doing tonight. If I remember correctly, 12-minute qualifying, 25-minute race each session. We do have the sim race, the 45-minute race ones as well. Which is at the Nürburgring. Wouldn't really have any practice, is the only thing. I would be jumping straight into qualifying if we did that. Let me think. If we go quarter past, yeah. So we would have time to jump into the 45-minute Nürburgring race at 8 PM. Do I have a setup? Well, I had the setup for the RCI endurance race, but did I do quali for that? I'm trying to think if I've got a qualifying setup. Yeah, I did do qualifying because that's the one I've been qualifying, and then we had a really good race. So why don't we do that? We'll sign up to the Nürburgring race at 8 PM. So I'll sign up to that as well in the Porsche. So we'll do this race at Kailami, and then we'll jump straight into the Nürburgring race. Let me just check that's all gone through. Yep, signed up for both. Okay, perfect. So we've got 7 minutes. So let me chuck on a fresh set of tyres. As you can see, the Popometer set up there, and we'll do a few laps before we have to join the server. So, oops, wrong button. So how is everyone in the chat tonight? Has anyone been up to much over the weekend? It's Tuesday now actually, but anyone been up to anything recently? Hope you guys all had some nice weather, because where I was, it actually rained for a decent chunk of it, and then the day I was going home, it was super sunny. So I think I took the Scottish weather with me, definitely. Now, even though I've only done 4 laps with this setup, it actually feels quite good. It's got fairly good amount of rotation, yet decent stability. I'm struggling a bit on turn 4 there, just to get used to how it handles, because the old Porsche handled slightly differently through there. Rest of the track very similar to the old one. This just feels actually better than the old one. I just have to slightly adjust some of my lines. Oh dear, that's a weird place to lose it. Unless he just got on the power too early on cold tires. He seemed to clip the grass on the inside there. Strange mistake to make. Okay, there's a lot of cars on the track at the moment, so we're going to struggle to get a gap in the traffic, but let's just see what we can do. Oh, I messed up the braking there, too early on the brakes. Okay, sector 1 a little bit slow there. BMW in front of me is being blocked by that McLaren. That McLaren's definitely not getting out of the way, so I'm going to end up getting blocked as well, I think. Oh well, messed up the first sector anyway. He's going to let me through as well. That would be nice. Nah, he's not. Oh, let's just create a gap. No point staying right on his bumper if he's not going to let us through. There's more cars in front of him, so we just ended up in a bit of a jam there. Alright, let's go. Hopefully that doesn't invalidate the next lap, because that was a pretty good exit there. Not all good. Alright, that was a decent exit out of the final corner. Not amazing, but decent. Gotta be careful you don't get too good an exit, otherwise it invalidates your next lap. And I've had it happen multiple times to me. It's a very weird glitch. Turn 4 wasn't great. Oh, that's invalid. Again, I've got this McLaren. Got one lap of fuel. We've only got time to do this lap because we won't have time to do another one. Hopefully this McLaren lets me by here. Nope. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have to stop at the final corner again. Yeah. Let this Lambo by. I need the gap to actually do a lap. Thought I'd given that McLaren a good gap, but still ended up getting blocked there. I know for sure that we'll do 140s if I can get a good lap together. I'm not sure how much quicker I can go, but definitely a 140. Based off of when we were in the other Porsche here. Not sure the track temp actually, I think it's slightly hotter than the Apex servers, but only by a couple degrees. Ah, that's invalid. Thought I'd almost got it perfectly there, gained 2 tenths, but just took a bit too much. That was too much curb there as well on the apex. So I've got to watch track limits on turn 4, especially if I do that in the race. That's all our fuel. How much time do we have? Ah, we have 3 or 5 minutes. Yeah, we've got 3. Where is it gone? I've lost it. Server opens in 2 minutes. Okay, split 1. So pace won't be fantastic, but we'll see what we can do. Just gotta wait for the server to open. I'll be back in just a second, guys. But yeah, we've got 2 minutes till the server opens. Okay, how long we got? 30 seconds. So we're looking for split 1. So it'll be split 1 in the Porsche. So I'm not expecting a high grid position. We do have some fairly quick guys. I've got the 29th out of 30. 29th out of 30th lowest license. So I've got the second lowest license. Hence why I'm trying to do a bit more LFM on this season. But yeah. Definitely will need to watch my safety rating because it's at 6.0. But definitely need to get that LFM, so we need to try and get a good qualifying and really be careful in the race that we don't end up in any incidents, but we really need to make up some positions. If we do have a bad quali, we will need to make up some positions as quickly as possible. The only thing that I hate about LFM with the license stuff is when you report someone, you've got to wait for like the cooldown phase, by which point I've forgotten to report them. But like, they could deliberately ram you. Like, I've had it before where people have deliberately or clearly deliberately taken me out. By the time I actually remember to report them, the reporting window's closed. It would be good if you could report immediately after the race. It would be much better. And for some reason, LFM just crashed there. That's not happened before. The actual website got a bit stuck there. So I think the server should be open now. Split 1, LFM, not Rookie Series, Coach Dave, Sprint Series, Split 6, Rookie Series, Coach Dave, Rookie Series. It's way down here. Don't know why it was down here. Right. So let me double check that is definitely correct. Where's quali started already? Did we miss the free practice? 58556 is the server ID. 58556. Okay. So I missed. Oh, the track's 37 degrees. Let's put everything down by 7-ish clicks. Okay, let's go. Try this out. Got 11 minutes. Not expecting a fantastic quali, as I said. But let's see what we can do. 29th license, so anything better than second last. And then hopefully when we do the 45-minute race, that'll bump up our license if we have a good race, because the ELO multiplier on Coach Dave series is only 0.8, I think. But the multiplier on the 45-minute races, I think, is 1.5. So you get more ELO per race doing the 45-minute races than you do with this. But that's everyone in the server now, so full server, 30 cars. I think the server itself can handle more cars, but each LFM race is a max of 30, which is good, because I think having 50 cars would be a bit chaotic. 30 cars means you can have more splits, which is good, because you want as many people as possible able to win, because each split has a winner, whereas if you just have 2 big splits, then you've got a bigger pace gap, whereas if you have 4 or 5 splits like LFM does, then you can have, it's a lot more competitive in each split. Right, so only 9 minutes left, so this quali is going very, very quickly. 12 minutes is not long to do a qualifying session. Slightly misjudged that. Right, first lap, I've kind of guessed the tyre pressures. They were set up for 27 degrees and it's about 37 degrees, so I've just bumped them down by about 7 clicks, did I say? So we'll see what they're like. Might only get 1 quali run, hopefully we'll get 2. Let's just make the best we can of the first one. That was a slow first corner. Oh man, that was not a good start. First sector wasn't ideal anyways, but still invalidating your first lap is annoying. Yeah, the first sector was about 4 tenths too slow. These have got plenty of clean air because I came out a bit so late. What's poll lap right now? Oh, I can't actually see poll lap. Too many people on the server. Touch late on the brakes, I would say. Could have done with being just a little bit earlier. Ah, that was a snap of oversteer. Just came off the brakes far too quickly. Complete driver error there by me. Got one lap of fuel after this. Tire pressures weren't too bad. Might get like one final lap on the next quali run once we've got some fresh tires, but I'm not sure. Oh, that was a lockup. Not ideal. Definitely a slow lap this one. It's an invalid lap. Let's get some fresh tires then. That one's invalid. May as well just put the fresh tires up on now. 37 degrees, so fairly hot. 141 is pole currently. P6 is a second off that. So we're looking to get a low 41. A low 41 in these temps would be okay, I think. Judging by the other laps currently. Okay, so we will get 2 flying laps. So we need to make sure these are both valid, otherwise we're starting last. It would make an interesting race if we started last, but I don't really want to try it. Locking up really easily in these temperatures, and the practice server didn't seem to have as big a problem with the locking up. Gotta watch my braking a bit more. Yeah, very snappy at the moment. Need to trail these brakes a bit more. this is going to be a very slow lap. At least the tyres are up to pressure for our final push lap. A few more seconds as well, and we would have got 3 laps. We only get 2 at the moment, but had we had like 10 more seconds, we would have got another one after this. So yeah, super slow lap there. Still not a great lap at the moment, but find a little bit of time.
Yellow flag is active.
Yeah. Didn't expect much more. Definitely had more time in the lap. So it's going to be a comeback race, that's for sure, because that was not a good qualifying session. Granted, I didn't have much practice, but still. We'll see what we can do in the race, because yeah, like I said, we just had a few minutes practice before we jumped in the session, maybe like 20 minutes or so, so wasn't expecting a really good qualifying position, but that wasn't, I think if we do, when we were in the old Porsche, we were doing, was it a point? It was like a 140.5 or something we were doing in the old one. So I think 140s, if we actually had some practice, would definitely be achievable in the new Porsche. That fuel should be okay. Is the setup for this, and we'll just go with this 25-minute race. Don't have time to do the fuel calculation at the moment, although I could use race element fuel calc. Tools, load from game, fuel per lap. Lap time is a 1 minute 41. Minutes is 25. Which it's bringing out 45 litres in the fuel calculation, and that's at 3 litres a lap, and I'm 99.9% sure that that's a lot higher than the fuel will actually be burning, because I think it's a bit lower than that when you actually do some laps. So we'll go out and see what we can do. Main thing we've got to do is avoid any collisions, because we've got to be careful of our safety rating, but we also want to try and build up our ELO, so we need to fight through the field as best we can and just make up some positions. We are on the outside, which is a bit of a pain for turn 1, but there's such a long run into the first corner that if you get a good start, you can move over into the inside. But in my opinion, I would say it's actually better to be on the outside in turn 1, because turn 1's so tight, you usually actually end up going really slow on the inside line, because everyone has to brake so hard. Whereas if you're on the outside, if there's a crash on the inside, you can go right round it. Oh, someone didn't ready up. Or you can get a good run just round the outside, because everyone has such a compromised line on the inside. So we'll see what we can do here with this start. We've not got that car in front of us, so starting P27, so quite low down. 25 minutes, and then after this race we have a 45-minute race, which we have no practice for at all. Oh. That Lamborghini, no wonder you got to drive through. He's ahead of me, he should have been behind me. Not surprising. Let's go for the outside then. And we're so far back, we can be very cautious and go very wide and try and avoid any crashes.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Tires are cold, very, very cold.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh dear. Mercedes lost it. Almost took someone with him. Great start for us. Oh, BMW's lost it. Don't take me with you. Oh, good save, mate. Good save.
Car on the left.
Thought he was going to take me with him
Clear on
there.
the left.
To the Shadow Realm. Everyone's very close together. All bunched up at the moment. Good start for us though, already made up some positions. Oh, I have no idea how we didn't hit anyone, or we didn't get hit.
Clear on the left.
Everyone was super hard on the brakes. I went to send it on the BMW and the Porsche was just like stopped on the inside line. Everyone got a bit too bunched up there. Going to nip by the Porsche.
On the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Again, the BMW saved it.
Car on the
How
right.
is he?
Clear on the right.
How did he save that? He went completely sideways, and he saved that. That was incredible. That Porsche just went straight to the back of him, put him sideways over the curb, and somehow he's still going straight. That was an incredibly good save. And he'd already saved it earlier on in the lap after hitting the curb, so he's already saved it twice. He must be starting to get a bit more cautious over the curves, because he's nearly died twice.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Bit of a slide going down the hill there. I'll have to watch that. Want to make up some positions whilst everyone's bunched up. I have no idea how we don't have any damage yet. or any contact penalty, because we've nearly got collected or hit so many times on those first few laps. That BMW spun in front of us, the Mercedes spun in front, and then at the hairpin we nearly got hit in the rear as well, and I nearly hit someone. So very surprising to not get any damage on those opening laps. Now we survived that, we need to try push and find some lap time. Make up as many positions as we can. Put the pressure on the cars in front. BMW's dropping back already from the cars in front, so need to get past them quickly. Because we don't. That Ferrari's going to battle with the Lambo, and I want to be close to that. I don't want to lose. As you can see on the mini map, there's quite a train of cars, and I don't want to fall off that train. So stay with the train, we really need to get past this BMW. Everyone's so close on the minimap. The leaders ran away, but you look on the minimap, quite a chunk of the field is very close together. The cars up in front are starting to bunch together. We've gained quite a bit of time on the BMW that lap. Got a lot closer to him. Need to try and look for a move. Big mistake by the Lambo. And by the BMW there on the exit.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out. Car on the right, clear on the right. Slow car ahead.
That was annoying. I apologise to the BMW after the race if that was my fault. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he braked early, I went up the inside, and then there was space, and then we were spinning. I thought he had left the door open, but I must have misjudged that. Oh, that's annoying. I'll look at the replay, and if it is our fault, I'll just apologise to him after the race. I'm not actually sure what happened there. I thought there was space for me to go down the inside there, but he obviously either didn't think so, or I just completely sent it when there wasn't a gap.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag ahead, watch out. There's a slow car ahead.
That BMW and Mercedes spinning actually helped us a little bit. That's the exit we want. He knows it's the exit we want. He's gone for the inside. That really compromised me. Because Mercedes nearly had us on the exit there. Oh, he's
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He's giving me into the hands of the Mercedes now. Couldn't get the exit on the hairpin and the Mercedes got us. That was frustrating. Try the Mercedes into turn 1. If we're close enough, I'm not sure. We're not. I'm streaming at the moment. Oh, Mercedes almost spinned it there. So did I. Not Mercedes, sorry, Porsche in front of the Mercedes. Just oversealing on the brakes.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
Yeah, messed up there. Mercedes is on the back of the Porsche now, so hopefully that helps us out. Got a bit of clean air now until we catch them. Just gotta watch this Lambo behind me. Just sliding everywhere. I'm locking up a lot.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I think I've wrecked my tyres in the opening stint of the race by not trail braking enough, and now I'm starting to pay for it. Okay, I lost a lot of time in that sector. Okay, let's try close this gap up again. Lost a lot of time with the Lambo. That was nice. Actually oversteering almost on the throttle there actually. Need to sort that corner. I'm doing something wrong with where I'm transitioning from the brakes to the throttle. Oh, that Lambo went a bit wide. Oh, come on. Just sliding everywhere. Yeah, lost some time that lap with that slide in the final sector. Rest of the lap didn't feel too bad. Definitely coming off the brakes too quickly. Oh, come on.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That's got oversteer on the throttle now. I think I didn't show brake enough in the opening part of the race, and that's killed my tyres. So now it's just sliding all the time. I think I've killed my tyres because I was too aggressive at the start. Gotta watch that in the next race. I'm too aggressive on the tyres.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
Yeah, that's where I lost it, I think. Just at the start of sector 2, I lost the car. See there, I don't know if that's the tyres gone or if I'm coming off the brakes too quickly there. Yes, this is where I nearly spun on the last lap, so I've got to watch that. Yeah, got to watch the tyres sliding too much. 7.5 minutes. Plenty fuel. 23. Lambo's right on my bum. There we go, that was a bit better.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Slow car ahead.
Collision or someone spun? I'm not sure. Commonplace for both spinning on your own and getting spun. That corner. Oh, come on, I just have no grip now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Just a matter of trying to defend from the Lambo now. It's definitely not the damage from the incident because I got literally 3 tenths, so the damage isn't affecting me at all. It's just struggled with the tyres now. Yeah, Sector 2 seems to be where I'm struggling the most for grip. I actually lost it when I hit the brakes. I'm so confused now.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, I've got no grip there on the outside. Try getting back into the hairpin. Nope, not close enough. Maybe on the... We can get a good run on him on the exit. Four minutes to go. Getting a little touch of slipstream, but not much. Whoa! Lots of oversteer there.
Yellow flag, be careful.
I thought it was just a single car. I thought it was just the Mercedes. I was looking at the mini-map and I saw them about 3 wide. Must have had a bit of a tangle into that corner. Thought the Ferrari was going to... He has sent it on the Lambo. Put the Lambo into a bit of a mistake actually. 2 laps to go, coming on to the penultimate lap I believe. I think it's 2 laps to go anyway. It's going to be 3-way battle. Nope. Ferrari's gone. Don't know where he was trying to brake, but it was definitely quite a bit too late. And I have no grip now. I think what I've done is I've not been trail braking properly in the first half of the race, and I've just killed my tyres because I just have no grip at the moment. So I do have to watch that in the next race. I don't kill my tyres. Because I'm now just struggling for grip. Yeah, see. So I really need to watch that in the next race. Got to defend now.
Clear on the right.
Oh, you. That was silly, wasn't it?
Track limits.
Just hit me on a straight. Literally just hit me on a straight. And I get track limit warning. Are you joking me? Into the braking zone. And he brakes diagonally. How do I get a track limit warning for that? Like, he hits me across the inside, and then I get the track limit. So we both get the contact warning. Yeah, the contact penalty for the safety rating. And then I lose more safety rating because of the track cut. So annoying. Oh well. Final lap now, just try not to lose the rear again.
Leader has finished the race. Car on the right.
Goodness sake. No grip whatsoever.
Clear on the right.
Whoa, that was a bit
Car on the
dangerous.
left. Clear on the left.
Cutting across there. Get a contact one. I was just trying to save the car. He went for the move, fair enough. But I can avoid that contact. Just lost the rear of the car going through there again.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh man, that was a difficult one. Just had no grip after first 10 minutes. I just killed my tires.
Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back.
I just I overpushed the tires. Overpushed the tires. Simple as that. Where was that BMW driver that I took out? McDonald's livery. Chevrolet lap. I was directly, but no, it wasn't him. It was him. It was this guy, wasn't it? It was. It was this lap as well, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was lap 4. So number 23, I'll go just message an apology to him there. Yeah. From my cockpit view, I thought there was space. From here, I thought I had a good... I was close enough. I thought I got close enough there from my view, but when you look at his view, that was far too optimistic by me. So yeah, I'll just send him a quick message whilst we join the next server, which is the Split 2. Split 2 57470 Split 2 LFM.
Green light, go, go, go.
What did I say his number was? 23, yeah. I'll just send this message and just apologise for spinning him, because that was my fault. Most definitely. Okay, there's quite a few setups there actually. What did I do? Balanced, dry. That was the quali setup. I think it was indeed fast track, which isn't ideal. But yeah, not really any practice, just jumping into this. It is split 2, but with no practice, I'm not expecting it to be super quick. But we'll see how we get on. Fast track. Let's jump out on this setup. This is a setup I think this is a setup I made. I do have a quali one that I got off of Popometer, but the race setup is the one I made for the TS RC round 1. Almost tempted to try a different setup for Kailami because this feels a lot more stable than that did. Now let's see what we can do, and we need to remember to trail brake better because I didn't trail brake good enough the last race, and that's what killed my tyres. That was a close call. So this is a 45-minute sprint race. Okay. Hit halfway through. No particular pit strategies. I believe a tyre change is mandatory, but I could be wrong. I think there's some sort of fixed pit stop timer if I remember correctly. I think it might be something like it's an extra 5 seconds to change tyres, in which case I will change tyres. Right, let's see how we get on with this. I'm intrigued to try and see what we can do, because we did drive this track a couple of weeks ago. Well, it would be a month ago now. So let's see what we can do. 11.5 minutes to go. Definitely, you can still quite easily invalidate your laps here, but track limits are definitely a bit easier here than they are at Kailami, I would say. That was the wrong line there, I should have been wider for the right-hander. No! Oh, I completely misjudged that. Actually didn't feel too bad a lap up until that point. Just complete misjudgment by me on that right-hander. Not a great lap to start off with there. Only second off pole. Not bad for no practice, but definitely need to find a bit more time in the lap. Too early on the brakes there into turn 1. Turn 2 was a bit better there. Oh, tried to push a bit too hard on the exit there, get on the throttle nice and early, and I just stamped on the throttle too early there. Little mistake there. Just gotta watch I don't get on the power too early, because if you go full throttle too early you just understeer completely. Schumacher S was better there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Whoa! That was a close call. I was gonna rejoin there, but I just saw the BMW at the last second. Got one lap of fuel, and then we can change tyres and go for another run. Whoa! I thought the BMW was just stopping for that car rejoining, but he was waiting to start a lap. That was my fault, didn't realise. Right, let's go. Turns 1 and 2, nice. A little bit late on the brakes for turn 3. No way, that was not invalid, surely. Hardly over the line there, 4/10 up on the 4th corner and invalid. Pace is good though, compared to Pulse there. Pace is very good if I can get the lap valid. Pace would be excellent. Just need to get the lap together. 4.5 minutes. I don't think I actually changed tyres there, did I? Oh well. Can't remember. I was too busy looking at the lap time, I didn't actually check. Yeah, it's only 1.3 off, and we had 4/10 just in the first 4 corners, so plenty of time. We're only going to get one flying lap though, so we're really going to have to send it on the next lap, because it will be our final qualifying lap. So we need basically a perfect lap. Oh, tyres aren't warm enough yet for that. You can take a lot of speed through the Schumacher S, but your tyres have to be up to temperature, otherwise it doesn't work. Just trying to heat up the tyres a bit before we start the lap. I'm going to let these guys... oh no, they're backing off as well. I was going to let that Ferrari through so I could back off for the final corner, but he's also backing off. So everything is fine. Oh, it takes that curb so nicely. should have had a wider entry for the final corner. Start this lap. Oh, we are going to get 2 more laps, sorry. So we'll get this one and then we'll get 1 final lap. Bit more cautious on the exit there. That was 3/10 slower than the other lap though. At least it was valid, but still up was very slow. Granted, the tyres aren't quite up to temperature yet.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
A little bit snappy through there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Too much speed through there. Should have lifted off a little bit on the entry. Just touching the gravel there cost me 3/10. I'm afraid McLaren you're going to have to back off. I'm not going to be able to let you bite. Got to push this lap and the next one. Oh, he's going to be stuck behind me now. Unless he doesn't have enough fuel for his next lap. Oh, he better not overtake me here. Ah, he is pulling off. I was wondering why he hadn't backed off in the final sector there, so he could still get the final lap. He'd run out of fuel. Yeah, 2/10 slower there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh, no way. 6/10 up. Oh, that was frustrating. 6/10 up would have put us... Oh, if I'd finished that lap, that would have put us up by about 12 positions at least. Oh well. At least we know we have some better race space. So I think 105 litres was the... for a 45-minute stint, so I'm going to go... No, that was for 60-minute. I'm going to go 40, C. Right. Okay. I'm going to nip to the bathroom quickly before the race and then I'll answer your question. double check everything. Use current pressure is 40 litres, that should be okay. Yeah. It is this was an endurance race setup, so I just need to adjust it slightly. Just double check that all saved. Should be okay. Let's try this. So yeah, 45 minutes. Let's see how we get on. ADM, what do you think of the Nissan Shark? I love the GTR, but I'm struggling with understeer. In all honesty, I do not have much experience with the Nissan at all. I think the Nissan is a nice car. I think I've driven it like twice, and it is fun to drive, but I honestly do not have really any experience with it at all. It's not really a car that I've driven much. Where are you struggling with understeer? Because I can maybe help you with some setup tips. Is it like, because like if it's on the entry, I would decrease the stiffness of the front wheel rates, decrease the front roll bar, decrease the brake bias, and increase the rear differential. Or if it's the other way around and it's on the corner exit, I would probably decrease the differential. Stiffen the rear roll bar as well. Stiffen the rear roll bar, but you have to be careful that doesn't give you too much oversteer. If it's on the corner exit though as well, increase the rear wing. Oh wow, whoa, someone's disconnected. Yeah. And on the corner exit, increase the rear weight on the rear, increase the rear roll bar, decrease the differential, and increase the rear wing, increase the rear ride height, but don't do it too much, and decrease the front ride height. That's some basic things that would help with the understeer. You can also download the setup off of YouTube or Popometer. You should be able to download the setup for it. It's not a particularly popular car, so there isn't a huge amount of setups, but there is definitely some. But it might be the older version of the game, so you might have to adjust them slightly. The other thing you can do is increase your caster and go max negative camber. But yeah. If any of them work, just let me know. But if you want any tips for the setup, if you're struggling with the setup or that, and you want me to, if you want some tips for the setup, if you message me on the Discord, I can answer any of your setup questions. Okay, if it's corner entry, yeah, decrease the brake bias, increase your caster, max negative camber, soften the front roll bar, soften the front springs, reduce the front ride height, and increase your rear differential. And you can increase the rear ride height and the rear wing. Just be careful you don't do it too much, because that can, if you do it too much, it actually makes it worse. So you have to kind of find the perfect value with the ride height, because if you do too much with the ride height or the rear wing, it makes it so much worse. So yeah. So we could have qualified in the top 20 if I hadn't invalidated that final lap there. So we're going to try and see what we can do in the race, make up some positions. got to watch that safety rating because we lost a little bit. But let's see. Oh, that Porsche is supposed to be behind. Whoa! The Porsche is now in me. What is he doing? Oh, I've completely messed up the start now because I was trying to let him pass.
Go, go, go. Got some light damage on the front.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm too angry. Yeah, making your own setups and learning to make your own setups are so much better because you learn how the cars work and what you need to do to make the car feel how you want it to feel.
Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Well, at least got a good start, made up a huge amount of positions there from... Literally started last there. We started last after, I have no idea what that Porsche was doing. No words for that. He wasn't in the starting box, messed up my start, so I was miles behind, and then hits me into the barrier before the race has even got to the start finish line. But somehow, despite that, we have had an incredibly good start. Look at the minimap, how many positions we made up. I've got to be super careful of this BMW in front of me because he is lagging everywhere. And I really don't want to get taken out by Ping. Not on the first lap. So that BMW was a bit of a bully pass there. Was a bit aggressive into there. Right, let's see what we can do. Yeah, you get a lot of satisfaction when you find the sweet spot on a setup. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, just put in !Discord and you can get in the server. And then you can just DM me any questions or ask in the general chat, and everyone can help if you've got any questions with the setups and things. So yeah, we went from about 31st to 19th on the first lap. So that was a good start. So this is close to where we would have qualified had I got a good lap to go. And now I just need to make up even more positions. Do not put me on the grass. I have had enough people put me in the wall this race. It's too early in the race to be pushing people onto the grass. There's a train up in front of us, and then there's a train right in front of me. So I want to get past this train as quick as possible. But I don't want to lose any more safety rating because I've already lost some from that Porsche putting me in the wall. I think this Lambo is going to be a bit aggressive on the BMW because the BMW was aggressive on the Lambo. Oh, we got a great exit. Come on Lambo, you don't need to defend this hard. 40 minutes left of this race. We'll try see if he outbreaks himself. He did as well. Oh man. Don't need to defend this much this early in the race, mate. Just gonna hold me up and you're gonna lose time yourself. Come on. Need to find a way past. Try to put the pressure on him. He's already made a mistake, just he was right where I needed to be to actually do the pass. Train's still quite close together, but that top 10 train has vanished very, very quickly. That's one thing you notice, is the higher level guys, oh, Mercedes gone, are able to battle without losing as much time. Whereas a lot of drivers, when as soon as they start battling, they lose tons of time. Whereas being able to defend without losing too much time is a great skill to have. That Lambo's going to get the BMW, I think, into the chicane. Up in front are going too wide into the chicane, possibly. This could have an accident here. Nope, everyone going to behave into the chicane. Been an accident in the first corner. Lambo was so slow there, I nearly went into the back of him. Don't know why he was so early on the brakes, but he was very, very early on the brakes. Nürburgring is a great track, but it is difficult to overtake. That's one thing that you'll find when you're racing here, is that it's not the easiest to find overtaking spots. You really need to force the driver in front into a mistake. The pace is really good at the moment, I'm just in a lot of dirty air. If I can get out of this dirty air, we'll be okay. Come on, Lambo. Pass the BMW. We're all past. BMW in the pits very early on. Lambo made a mistake. Finally, clean air. Let's go. Right, and I need to close that gap now I don't have any dirty air. And I left that Lambo room, so I hope he doesn't then take me out. Need to try to catch this train of cars up in front. Yeah, it is definitely locked at 25 seconds for refuel, so tyre change is an extra 5 seconds. I'll see how the tyres feel sooner to the pit stop. Okay, 54 sixes up in front. Quite a train of cars up in front of us now. They're already starting to lose time. Yep. Some people at the front of the train are battling, and the rest are having to drive a bit slower because of that. So, oh, someone's died. I think this is all the way up to 10th. This queue. 2, 4, 5 cars. Yeah. So the car just up in front of these 4. I think that's P10 if my maths is correct. My maths is not as good when I'm trying to drive, I have to say. Well, my maths is never good, but especially when I'm driving. It's definitely good for us though that we're able to close this gap little by little. We do have a little bit of damage, but it won't bother us. It won't slow us down too much, I don't think. Ah, I locked up. They're battling very hard up in front, and that is what happens when people start getting a bit too aggressive. 2 free positions though. 1.6 seconds to the McLaren, so we've closed in on him a bit because he was about 2 seconds. Closing in on him quite quickly now. Now that we're in clean air. So up to 13th. After starting from last, this isn't too bad. Granted, this is split 2 though. This is split 2. But still, after starting from last, this is not too bad so far. This is pretty decent. I'd just be happy to get in the top 20 after that start. Literally couldn't have started any further back. Hit into the wall with damage. And miles back from where I should have started. And I just went round the outside basically and tried to overtake as many as I could. Okay, so the McLaren's definitely that bit quicker in the final sector. We still gained about 3/10 on him that lap, but he's definitely got some pace in the final sector. Oh, another free position. Nope. Yes. No, you actual... What are you doing, man? You cannot rejoin into the middle of the track and expect people just to move out the way.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Honestly, I think people are just trying to take me out this race. Lost about a second to that McLaren up in front. because of the Mercedes rejoining into the middle of the track. Oh, that.
Clear on the left.
Whoa, that was a send by the Lamborghini.
Clear on the right.
All he's done is just cost us an extra second to the McLaren. Didn't really accomplish anything there. Still up to P12 after starting P31 is pretty good. But I'm increasingly getting worried that someone is going to take me out one of these times. Because I've nearly been taken out so many times this race. It's starting to get worrying. Well, that McLaren is definitely quicker than the Porsche in front of him. So they're hopefully going to battle a bit for P10. And that's going to benefit me, because that McLaren won't be in clean air. But we will be. Unless another one of these guys tries to send it down the inside. The tyre pressures were just a bit of a guess, but they're not too far off, which is good. Although the rear left is miles off, but the other ones aren't too bad. Those two Mercedes, 6th and 9th best license, and I've got the 14th best license, so they're quite a bit quicker. I hope I get some ELO in this race, because we started P31, and if we finish in the top 15 we should definitely get some ELO. Might lose a bit of safety rating because we've had a couple of collisions. Also a little bit on that final corner there, just touching the gravel. I need to adjust the tyre pressures, other than that the setup's fine. Pit stop, sorry. Gonna have like 10 litres extra fuel, but I'm not really bothered. Tyre pressures are fine, fresh set and another 40 litres. No, add 30 litres because we've already got 10 in the car. think adding 35 is safe, because it's saying add 30 litres in the fuel calculation. Everything else is fine. Okay, excellent. I've got these faster Mercedes that crashed out earlier on behind me, so I've got to watch they don't get annoyed and send it. Got 2 laps of fuel left, so I think I'll come in. Yeah, the calculation, so it's saying fuel to end 36 litres. So including the litres I've got in the car already, it's saying to add 30. So I'm adding 35 just to be safe. Just in case I end up a lap behind for any reason. I think I'm going to pit now. Oh man, the Mercedes followed me in. You can't drive into the back of someone on pit entry, man. It's surely going to be a collision thing. Couldn't see where the pit entry line was. Didn't want to miss it and get a stop go. Oh, I missed the jacks. That Mercedes is going to come out ahead because I missed the jack. Oh, he's giving me 2.5 seconds of damage, honestly. Something about that final corner and me this race. Because the Porsche hit me into it at the start, well, before the start of the race. Gave me 5 seconds. And then the Mercedes went into the back of me there. It gave me 2.5 seconds. I know some people just... Just... Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, because I missed the jacks. I'm not going to play nice now, though, because you hit me on pit entry.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
So, don't expect me to be nice. Ah, there's the BMW. Oh ho ho ho. Tires feel nice. Mercedes took tires as well because he came out just in front of me. And that was with me taking tires and missing the jacks. If I hadn't missed the jacks, I would have come out in front. So I think he repaired a bit of damage. But because I missed the jacks, I came out behind, which is a pain. A little bit of a mistake by me on the exit of the hairpin. Whoa, tire's a bit colder than I realised. It's fine through the Schumacher S, so I thought it was okay, and then I just over pushed there. Gotta be careful of that. Number 11 has a stop and go for speeding in the pit lane. That's what I didn't want to do, is get a stop and go after starting last and getting up into the top 15. I was like, I don't want to get a stop and go penalty for missing the pit limiter. Mercedes definitely has more pace than me, but he is making a number of mistakes. So hopefully he continues to make those little mistakes and we can get by. Because he definitely has more pace. That looked like a possible track limit, and very wide there. See, this is what I mean, he's definitely quicker than me, but he is making more mistakes. So he gained a tenth on me and then he lost 2 because of his mistakes, so if he makes any other big mistakes then he could lose it. So quite a few cars to pit, I think, because we were in the top 15 and now we've lost a few positions, so I think there's a few more cars to pit. Either that or some who pitted early and tried to undercut everyone, it's worked. But if you pit like on the first lap, which some people did, then you have to tyre save the entire race. And you have to go heavy on the fuel, so it works and doesn't work at the same time. It can work, but it also can fail miserably. I don't know how many are still to pit. 4 more still to pit. So we're net P15. So we've there's definitely been a few cars that have undercut, because we were in the top 15 before the main pit stop started. So I think a few people pitted early to avoid the traffic, and it has worked for them. But there was some people that pitted end of lap 1 for the mandatory pit stop, and I don't know if that works because you're then heavy on fuel. Lost a bit to the Mercedes this lap though. Oh, I had the wrong thing on, so I didn't see the lap times. We did lose time to the Mercedes, but I wanted to see the lap time. But I had the wrong delta on. I forgot I was going to add the radar thing that Future Element made before we joined the first race, and I completely forgot. Need to do it after this race so I don't forget. We can stay in the high 54s or the mid 54s. That should hopefully be good enough pace to catch the Mercedes, because we are already catching him slowly but surely. So we just need to try and make sure we don't make too many mistakes. But yeah, as you see on the mini-map, there's a bit of a train of cars up in front as we came into the hairpin, so I think a few have gone for the undercut and it has definitely worked. Ah, that's perfect. But yeah, we can definitely try it out at the end of this stream. I meant to do it before I started the stream, and I just completely forgot. I was updating the titles and I was like, oh, I need to go add that, and then I completely forgot. Does it have like dive bomb detection? It'd be quite good if you could, if someone was about to dive bomb you, add like a missile lock sound on it. That would be quite funny. Like in Top Gun. soon as it detects that someone's not going to make the apex missile lock sound. That would be quite funny. Oh, so it's actually Sector 2 I lost to the Mercedes. I thought it was Sector 3 that I was slower. Because I gained in Sector... Yeah, exactly, a torpedo alert. That would be fantastic if you could add that to the radar. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I think I'm quicker than the Mercedes in Sector 1, but he's definitely quicker than me in the rest of the track. I think the Porsche is really, really nice in Sector 1. Yes, an active sonar sound, or like a in Top Gun when you have the missile lock sound, that beep sound, that would be quite funny. Either one. Something to detect when someone's about to send a torpedo would be quite good. So we're net P15. So there's definitely a few people that undercut us because we were a bit higher up. We did take tyres, so we did have a bit of a longer pit stop, but there's a bunch of about 4 cars, and apart from the Mercedes and the BMW, because they definitely beat us through the pit stops, some of the others I think maybe went for an undercut and pitted early. Oh, am I going to lose to the Lamborghini? I am, aren't I? Or maybe not. Maybe the Mercedes is going to hold them up a bit. Definitely starting to form a bit of a train up in front with 12 minutes to go. Be quite good if we can catch up. We've got the clean air, so I just need to try get a bit more consistency. Ah, here we go. So Lambo going, yeah, the Lambo's defending. Lambo defended very hard when I tried to pass him. Then was right on my bum when I passed him. Yeah, they're battling a bit. That's going to help us. Although it is letting the others pull away, it does mean that we're hopefully going to catch the Mercedes a bit. Because I know from experience that Lambo defends very hard. I mean, he was defending with 40 minutes left of the race, so he's definitely going to be defending with 11. And look at that, that 3-second gap the Mercedes had is disappearing. And Mercedes is going to be so annoyed because he just missed coming out in front of him. So that Lamborghini's actually jumped me in the pit stop. So he's either not taken new tyres, or he had a much better pit stop than I did. I didn't know where the pit limiter was. So I was a bit early and I did miss the jacks. So I did have quite a slow pit stop. So I'm not sure if he just had a good pit stop and changed tyres, or if he didn't change tyres. Oh, I locked up. That wasn't ideal. Yeah, that 3-second gap is gone. Although, now the gaps I have might disappear if I get stuck. Ideally, I need to pass them both. So, after starting P31 and quite a bit further back, I did something silly round the outside into turn 1 and it worked. And considering no practice, I'm actually fairly happy with how this race has gone, in all honesty. Just kind of jumped in. Oh ho ho, the Mercedes thought about it. He put the pressure on the Lambo cracked under the pressure. Oh, the Lambo's Gonna try defend. Pointless. Am I gonna get a good enough run on the Lambo? Very possibly. Nah. Ah, pants. And I'm stuck behind the Lambo also. Yeah, the space was there. And we started so far back, I was like, okay, I'll just drive off the track and see where I pop out, and somehow gained like 10 positions in the opening lap. Need to look at a replay of the start because it was a crazy start. Oh, I tried to get on the power early to get him into turn 1 and I messed up. Too aggressive on the throttle. But he's like losing 2 seconds every lap he's trying to defend. Yeah, I went round the outside in turn 1 and then I was like, oh, I can't actually rejoin now. So I just popped back onto the track where I could and seemed to avoid most of the carnage. But there's a battle of 3 cars up in front of us. So we'll have to watch in case there's any crashes there. Oh, Lambo's binned it.
Car on the right.
Try to get him on the exit.
Clear on the right.
Good luck making the apex. Ah, he did make it. Man, he's defending hard. If something happens up in front, I don't think we're going to catch them unless they crash. So our goal now is just to get past the Lambo, I think, because we've only got 7 minutes. So I don't think we'll catch the others unless they make a big mistake. All he's done though is instead of letting me and the Mercedes past, he's now got about 3 cars, he's got 4 cars behind him. So he's going to have to defend until the end of the race now. He's kind of shot himself in the foot by defending to the Mercedes so hard. If he'd let him by, it would have been a lot better for him. Whereas now he's basically got 4 cars behind him. Yellow flag, that's in turn 1, so it doesn't bother us. Oh, it doesn't benefit us, sorry. That's what I meant to say. Come on. Don't hold the inside. Oh, you're gonna hold the inside line into there, okay.
Car on the left.
Don't put me on the
Clear on
grass.
left.
Into the hairpin, come on. No, you can't put me on the grass. Don't change your line in the braking. Come on, mate. Got a traffic jam behind you. Gonna holding the inside line around the entire track.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
That was a slightly illegal pass because I did go off track. That is not going to help my safety rating, but finally passed. But that was definitely an illegal pass, I think, because I did go off track. Don't dive on me, don't dive. Oh, you're gonna dive on me. Both of you.
Clear on the
are gonna dive on me, and the Lambo gets spun. Ah, I knew that would happen. Defends so hard, has four impatient cars behind him, and all that happens is he then gets spun round. That didn't work out so well. Well, we're 15th. I'm sorry, Mercedes, but I am going to have to defend because we're not close enough to catch the cars in front if I let you through. But yes, finally a bit of free air right middle time. Got some free air. As soon as I saw the radar, I was like, that Lamborghini is not going to make the braking point. Thankfully I turned out the corner, because otherwise that would have been all three of us spun round with 4 minutes to go. Had I made a clean pass around the outside of the chicane, that would have been a really cool overtake. But I kind of messed up and went wide. But he held the inside line, so I just had to take the line available. But yeah, I think that would probably be classed as an illegal overtake. Three laps to go, I think. Not sure where the leader is. 2 or 3. Yeah, cars up in front are battling quite hard, so we might gain a position or two if they crash. Yeah, it looks like a 4-way battle in front of us. I think that's 14th to 11th. Yeah, 14th to 11th up in front are battling. Not super close, but if they end up going too wide into the chicane and things like that, we could see some accidents. Or some late braking into turn 1. Seem to be similar pace to the Mercedes because we're not pulling away, but he's also not really catching us that much. So I think we're similar pace. So we can just try hold him off for the next 2 laps. I think we're either coming on to the final lap, or we're coming on to the penultimate lap. I'm not sure where the leader is. Hasn't said final lap yet. Ah, yeah, the leader's just into turn 1, so yeah. Penultimate lap we're coming on to. Oh, that Mercedes had a good exit. It's going to go for the inside here. Oh, I locked up. That was a massive lock up by myself. Oh, crashing the chicane behind us on the minimap. How did I miss the curb? I have no idea. I basically drifted to try and avoid the curb. And I think we need to save the replay of that. I have no idea how I missed the curb. I knew if I missed it, if I hit the curb, I was going to lose the car. So I have no idea how with that lockup we avoided the curb. But yeah, I just thought he was going to get the inside line, so I just went for the outside, and I'm not sure if I maybe touched the grass or I just came off the brakes too quickly. Either way, I locked up. Oh, Mercedes went wide. Still fairly close up in front, but I don't think side by side at the moment. Oh, this was the final lap. My apologies. I thought this was penultimate lap. And Mercedes is maybe going to try and overtake into the final chicane behind me. Have a look at the mini-map, guys. Rear view mirror. Nope. Is he going to send it for the final corner? Nope. Oh, that's not bad. Nae bad at all.
Good job. You did the best you could. Now bring the car back.
P15 after starting P31 with 5 seconds damage. And no practice. That wasn't bad. Happy with that. That was a good race. A few questionable drivers. But overall, that wasn't too bad. That was a good race. Oh, some people not very happy in the chat. I'm not sure who that is actually. But yes, some people not too pleased in the chat. I'll just wait till it disconnects me and then I'll jump into the replay and we can have a look at the replay because I want to see that start because that was a bit of a mad start. My LFM thing isn't working at the moment. There we go. So the Kailami race we actually lost 12 ELO and 0.05 safety rating. I did apologise to the guy, the BMW, because after looking at the replay that was completely my fault. I just completely misjudged the gap. You did ask why I didn't wait, and I just said it was because I wasn't sure if he was going to keep going, because he got absolutely battered by the Ferrari immediately after. Okay, now we can go look at the replay. So I just apologised for that, because that was completely my fault in Kailami. It is one of those corners where you just tap the brakes and turn in, and I thought I'd got alongside, but I hadn't. So, yeah. What lap was it we wanted to look at? Lap 1. Because that was a crazy start. Yeah, I think someone's going to get an elephant land for that. I would agree with you. So, right, guys, look at this, okay? Right, watch this. If anyone's just joined the stream or that and didn't see the start. So, I'm going to assume that this Porsche was supposed to start behind me, okay? Now, he's behind me, okay? We're all going to the starting grid. Everyone fine, and then a little bit of congestion here. One of the Porsches taps the brakes. So I tap the brakes, and then accelerate. And then this Porsche stops for some reason, I don't know why. So I stopped for that Porsche, thinking it was going to resume, but it didn't. And then it said OK to 70, right? But then this Porsche's trying to follow his grid spot, But I'm now behind where I should be because I stopped for that Porsche. And then I was really confused because that Porsche is now on this side where he should be directly behind me. Because he's 33. It goes green here. What's this? It's like at the last second he decided actually I should be on the right hand side of the track. Good luck everyone else. What was that? I mean honestly, I find that very hard to see that that wasn't like him being silly, because he's supposed to be on the right hand side of the track. He wasn't, and he just turned in on me. Although the only thing I can think of is that he's supposed to be on the left hand side, would be because that Porsche didn't start, the game be assigned him to the left side, a position up. But he should still be behind me, because that would still put him behind me, just on the other side of the grid. But he put me into the wall as soon as it went green lights. So it literally went green lights and I was in the wall. Yeah, perhaps no radar enabled, because I'm directly alongside him and then he just turns into me and hits me into the wall. But I don't understand, even if I wasn't there, why you would do that. That's what I'm confused. What was the purpose of going to the right? But anyway, as you can see, we were dead last. And then I had an idea. As you're about to see. So, starting last, already 5 seconds of damage, bit annoyed. So, I go for big brain move. And there's the crashes on the inside, which I predicted in the formation lap. I think it was a formation lap. I said about no, it was Kailami. I said about the outside line is better for turn 1 when it's such a tight first corner. And this Ferrari also had the same idea and didn't quite let me get on the track, but he was just doing the same thing. So then I re-emerge miles ahead. Like, look at this carnage that we just avoided with this big brain move. Instead of going down the inside, I deliberately went super wide, and look at all these positions we gained at the start. And then that BMW just decided to murder the Lambo. That just murdered him. And then, was there any other incidents in the opening lap? So that BMW, I think he pitted early, because he popped out in front of us after the pit stops, didn't he? Because I recognised the livery. But we were ahead of him, so I think he was one of the ones that pitted super early. But yeah, what did I want to see? Wanted to see me not hitting the curb, didn't we? Was it this lap that I almost hit the curb? Nope. No, that was the illegal overtake. It was this one. Wait, what? How did I manage that? So I nearly lost the car, put it sideways, so I went completely over the curb. So I basically had a tyre either side of the nasty curb. I have no idea how I stayed in control of that, actually, looking at the replay. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, I think I basically missed the curb. I think I basically, instead of hitting the curb, because I do this, whatever this is, this opposite lock steering, I quite literally drive straight over the curb. So I think I just clipped this left wheel off of this part of the curb, but not enough to bump the car. And because this is the endurance setup, that was the balanced one. The ride height is a couple clips, couple clicks higher. So I think it just went over the curb fine. I have no idea how I did that. I would not be able to replicate it. But yeah, that was very good. So yeah, that was a decent race, guys. After that start, to finish 15th, I'm more than happy with that. Some good battles. Just double check before you all go what the ELO was. So we gained 21 ELO. We lost 0.3 safety rating. So I went from about 6.5 safety rating the other month before the break, and now we're down at 5.63. So we definitely need to watch that. Maybe have some races where our only goal is safety rating. But we did have a few collisions that one, so understandable. Yikes, I really have to go to bed soon. Been up since 7 AM and it's 10:30 PM here inside the night towers. Yeah, to be honest, I think I'm going to close the stream because I got back on a flight, and then drove from the airport to my house, and I arrived at 2 AM today, and then left today at 6 AM for work, and then got back from work at about 4 o'clock. So technically, I arrived home from holiday today, and I've been to work today, so it's been quite a long day. So I went to work on 4 hours sleep, and I still feel fine. I feel like though I might not be able to wake up tomorrow, and it's just all going to hit me tonight, how little energy I have. But we'll see. But yeah, quite a long day. Sounds like quite a long day for you as well. But yeah, I think that's going to be us for tonight. Just trying to think. Tomorrow, what time I'll be able to stream. I've got usual work tomorrow, so I'll probably stream after I have my tea. So yeah, I'll see what time. I'm gonna guess probably around 7 o'clock at night, something like that UK time. Wednesday will be probably about 8:30 UK time, and then I'll be away, and I'll be back Monday next week. And then I'll be being back for ages. I won't be going away again for a while. But yeah, once you're 30 like me, you will start feeling less sleep. You just you need your beauty sleep. Right, I think that's everything. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to add the radar, and I will add that onto the screen so that I can then adjust it. I can then adjust it next time I'm on the game. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. That was a good one tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. Hope you all have a good evening. Or if it's morning where you are, have a good day. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.